Ladies and gentlemen, singing the national
Well, let's go with the national anthems first.
Donna Bartolo and Clarice Torrio.
All right. Here come our anthem singers.
Please stand up for
Just
the national
below us
anthem of Guam.
is the Guam hymn.
And now, the national anthem of the Northern Mariana Islands.
That was nice.
All right, well done, well done. That was great. Got some fans out there from Guam. You can hear them in the stands. You got the NMI fans who are out there as well. And folks, we are ready for some great competition.
One thing I've noticed it's missing, Brad, is the drum set seems to not. Oh, it's over there. I see it now. It's on the far end, right next to the stairs. It was on the far other end a couple days ago. So good to see that still here. Looking for some lively noise out of the crowd on this hot first game.
It is going to be hot. It's been hot all day. We got like a little bit of cloud cover for a very short amount of time, but it's just been hot down there. It's got to be roasting on the field. But if you think it's hot down there now, it's going to be heating up as soon as the players take the field and get ready. If it's going to be anything like it was on Thursday night, the Guam team was on fire, putting the pressure on the NMI and putting a lot of deep pressure on the fullbacks.
Yep, they came out hot and really pushing forward, trying to put that pressure on the defensive backs from the NMI. That strategy was working, but it was the NMI was holding their own for a good while there. It didn't work as well as it has in the past with some of the NMI teams that kind of folded under that tight pressure from Guam. But these guys seemed like they knew it was coming. They were ready for it. They still gave up a goal fairly early on, but look for them to really try and batten down the hatches in those first 15 to 20 minutes on defense for the NMI.
Well, and I remember watching that game, and you could see when the intensity started to abate a little bit. It was about 30 minutes in, and that's when they started to kind of let it go a little bit. And Guam did still bring it during the second half, but not as much. And you could see, like, when they subbed out some of the experienced guys, they brought in some fresher legs, that it dropped off quite a bit because the NMI guys, they still had the hustle, and they had about, 3 or 4 good scoring opportunities in the last 10 minutes.
Yep. A couple notable changes for the NMI. We got Dev Bacani, who was a substitute on Thursday. He's going to start the game as left outside back there. And then another notable change, super important, Sunjun changed his hair color. It's now pink.
Well, that is definitely going to help him blend in out there.
I was able to chat with him briefly before the game. He promised me 2 goals. He was going to score 2 goals today. So let's look for that. Seemed very confident. Hopefully he'll get it done for the NMI there. Guam's looking to not let him score those 2 goals and keep up their winning streak in this matchup.
Well, did he say he's going to score twice today, or did he say he's going to get 2 goals?
I said, how many goals? And he said 2. And I said, for you? And he said, yes.
All right, well, let's see how that works out. That'll be 2 more than the NMI had 2 days ago.
Yep.
All right, well, we're looking at the field right now, and that's Glasscock in front of us. He's out there. To his side is Shintaro Suzuki. Jason Cunliffe, the captain, is right there in the middle, ready to receive the ball. Curtis Harmon, the goal scorer last game, he's playing out to the left. There's Jude Bischoff's in the middle, but Cunliffe's got the ball, and he's going to give it back to Bishop. And back to Buckwalter. He had a whole lot of work last time, and then he's going to dish it over to Sablon. Running down for it over here is Paul. Paul is looking. He's got Nakamine and tries to one-touch it. Paul going to give it back to Sablon. Sablon's going to work it all the way around to Buckwalter and see that happen. And notice there's a different goalkeeper out there, as Sena San Nicolas is going to be there. Sunjun trying to get that first goal already. But Bischoff's going to get it, and they're going to move to Yobe, bump it into Bischoff there. And Suzuki going to dish it back to Cunliffe, who brings it up the field through the middle, going to dish it out to the left. Outside, looks like they're going to hold it out there and bring it back to Buckwalter and figure things out again, maybe reset. Knocks it over to Sablon, who gets it all the way over to Paul, and might be a good idea for them to send it back because you could see some of those Guam guys on the left-hand side wide open. Yep. And Nicholas Chargaloff is open over there. He's playing pretty high. And the NMI playing discipline, not pushing, but Nakamine is over there. That ball is going to be out on the NMI. Guam throw in the NMI's defensive third.
And it looks like the substitute for Dev, this change of Dev coming in and starting the game over here might be to counter Nakamine, who had a lot of good runs in that first game. Dev's one of our faster players, I think, so they're trying to match speed with speed there.
Well, that makes sense. Okay, the ball's off of Glasscock. Good shoulder to shoulder there. It looks like Lubau definitely took the worst end of that. And the Baez making a great slide tackle, and that's going to be out of bounds. And it's going to be Guam throw. Yeah, you know, Akira, he was not too sharp at the beginning of last game, but he ended up turning that around a little bit.
Yep, and he held on to his starting spot there. He's out there on the right side. Just cleared that one out there. Yeah, he really picked it up in the second half of that game, started playing a little better.
All right, well, Suzuki's going to get back there, and it's going to roll all the way back. Cunliffe going to send it back to Buckwalter. He's going to take a touch. He's going to take a look, and he's got San Nicolas there, or Chargaloff. Chargaloff's going to get it back. No, he's going to unforced error out of bounds. Change of possession. NMI getting the ball now and moving the other way around. The drummers are getting excited already.
Yep, let's see if the NMI can capitalize on that little mistake there by Guam, getting the ball back.
And here's a throw in by Akira. That one looked like it slipped out of his hands as he threw it. A little bit more of a rainbow that he was hoping for. A little grabbing on the captain over there.
Yep. That was Lubao. He's a physical player in the middle there. Oh, we got somebody down already. That's not good.
No, it's not. It's one of our CNMI guys. I can't tell who it is from here.
That's got to be Marcus, I'm thinking, based on where he is on the field. Tovez, I think. Or is it go-to? Yeah, it's go-to over there.
Oh, that's not a good sign. He was a good threat for the NMI last game. Kotaro Goto, midfielder. Doesn't have the straight-up speed, but he's got a good touch and makes some real smart plays. All right, well, Nakamine's got it. He's getting chase is Tovez, broken up, and there's Bacani. We talked about him. This is his first starting role. Last time he was a sub. Pablo's going to launch it back up. Header by Sablon. Nakamine and Bacani, they're going to go for it. Nice touch, nice control. Marcus out there with it. Lubao, but no, Bishop's going to get through, and Glasscock's there. Dev's going to be good to get it away there. And Paul is going to get the ball. He's going to work it into Glasscock, who's going to get it on the foot of Bishop, who's going to get it over. Not going to get it over to Cunliffe, but Cunliffe's still battling for the ball. Those guys locking elbows there. Notice they got rid of that pretty quick. Bishop's going to get it back, but intercepted by Sunjun. Tries to nutmeg. Bishop just not working there. But a lot of hand-holding out there. You can see they're locking arms quite a bit.
Yeah, it's a different kinds of physicality in this game at the very beginning. A lot of ticky-tack arm stuff from both teams, I think.
Well, Sablon's going to work it to the outside to Paul. And Merrick is running in there. Or Tovez is getting in there on him. Sorry, Merrick's in the net. Merrick is not playing out there. That's Marcus. All right, Bishop's going to get it back again. You're going to swing it to the outside. Fullback with some nifty footwork there. He's going to try to get rid of it. He's going to dish it over to his keeper, San Nicolas. He didn't play last game. He's getting his first action already. Sablon's going to try to send it, but not a good boot on it. Suzuki's going to get right in there and fight for that ball with Yobe. Those guys holding hands again.
Yep.
They're going to call it on our guys.
And they were both doing a lot of hand-holding there. I'm not sure if that's really a Guam ball or just to play on with the amount of equal hand-holding.
Yep. All right, and the keeper's got it. Again, his first grab today. Tovez looking around, taking some time. Going to roll it out. And I've got a question for you on that one. He did stop that one. Do they not have to give him any room when he's got the ball in his hand?
You can't change direction once he starts moving forward, but you can go pressure him there. But he can just step beside you and move around you. You can't follow him.
Oh, okay, that's good to go.
Forward, yeah.
All right, well, Dev's going to make the throw. He sees Mark over there, and he's going to get it to him, and it's going to go out off of Nakamine, and NMI is going to retain possession. And Yobe's got the ball. He gets it over to Bacani. Nakamine giving chase. And it sounds like Guam made the call for the refs.
Yep.
Davey out there in the middle. He's like, no, I can call my own game. Don't worry about it.
He's got a snazzy red shirt on today as the official. I don't know exactly what color red that is, but it looks peachy to me.
I like peachy. All right, well, Buckwalter getting some pressure from Goto there, and he's still hanging on to it. Gets it over to Bishop. Bishop is running with it, but Lubao's just kind of got him from behind.
All right.
A whole lot of hands on that one, and, well, at least they're giving a little sportsmanship. They got locked up a little bit.
Lubao's got to be careful with the challenges he's making. If he keeps this pace up, he's going to get a yellow card pretty quickly in this game.
Well, Chargalov's going to get the ball. A little set piece, but captain says, no, that's me, buddy. I got this all day. Jason Cunliffe, the captain for Guam, sizing it up. Everybody taking their positions in front of the net. He's going to send it up there off the boot of Bischoff. Harmon out there with it in the corner. He's going to get it back to Cunliffe. Cunliffe's still going to run through. He's going to slice it over to Bischoff. Bischoff getting in between now. He's going to be getting himself free for a shot. And Tobes with the save.
It's a good save. That's a tough save to make there as they're coming across some traffic. You can't track the ball super well. But great to keep his eye on it there. Merrick pushes everybody up.
But you can see that Bischoff's got something that a lot of these players out here don't, and that he's got an ability to get through and see his way through traffic. Sunju's got the ball. Nice touch, trying to nutmeg him.
Second neg attempt for the game for Sunju.
Yeah, and it's not working, but Nakamine is working it up the field, and it's going to be knocked out by Pablo.
Good defense by Pablo to stay calm there. Wait for his teammates to get back down there and help him out.
Yeah, well, Guam flashing their dark blue jerseys today, the NMI in white. The ball is on the field. It's in play. Tobes has it. He's going to send it. A little dangerous maybe across the middle. And it's going to go all the way back to the keeper. And Pablo's got it. He's looked like he was going to give it a ride, and instead they're just trading sloppy passes, and that's going to cost the NMI. Nakamine's got it now, trying to make a good step. Oh, he does juke a little bit, but Lubau there with the back leg. Navaya's got the ball now. The official had the flag up and then put it down.
I don't know what he was flagging there.
I don't either.
Couldn't have been offsides. Couldn't have been a foul. There was no contact. Yeah, I have no clue. Maybe he just saw something that wasn't there.
Well, the ball's back into Cunliffe. Cunliffe's going to go. Stoppage of play. Let's find out what's going on here.
What's happening with that?
Bad throw, maybe? It looked okay. Gonna get a drop ball. Said that we don't like this ball. Ref call for another one? No, it looks like it's just going to be a drop ball.
Drop ball to Cunliffe. In play now.
And he's going to send it back to Buck Walter. He's going to look it around over to Sablon. Paul running all the way out here to chalk those heels on the sidelines, but nothing happening. Giving it back to Buck Walter. Goto giving chase. Running in is Navajas on Chargaloff out there. And he is fighting hard. Ref calling that one. You can see the AR waving his flag around saying, hey, that's a little handsy. All right, well, Cunliffe restarting it for Guam. To Buck Walter, to Sablon. Looking outside to Paul. You can see Tobes chasing in there, but not crashing in. Still playing discipline. Anime not getting spread out. Trying to stay compact. Not threatening unless they're going to threaten as a team. And, you know, the Guam guys just passing along in the back.
Yep.
And now they're pushing in a little bit of pressure. And Paul's got it. Just those one-on-one battles. Guam seems to be doing pretty well in those. Bischoff got to get it outside to Cunliffe. Cunliffe already sending the guys down the field. Gets it over to Chargaloff. And Harmon's going to get in there, but a little bit too late. NMI defenders getting there on time. Again, not a little sloppy passing.
Yeah.
Looks a little dangerous.
Shimizu's taking those drop passes to him and kind of going back in there. Not sure that one should have taken it forward.
All right, well, they've worked the ball outside. They've got a streaking Bacani over here. Are they going to feed him? They are going to feed him. Here comes Dev with an opportunity to cross it. He does. It's going to be out front. Oh, just on top of the cage.
That was an awkward-looking cross, but it actually seemed like if it had been in the play, in the field of play, it would have been a pretty good one. It allowed everybody to get under it there.
Well, finally, a little excitement for the NMI side today. We're starting earlier than we did 2 nights ago when the women started at 5:30. We got our kickoff began at 5 o'clock. So it's going to be a hot one for these guys out here today. The women are going to enjoy a nice cool night. And Sablon's working it around. He's checking things out in the back. He's going to send it back to his keeper, San Nicolas. He's going to survey the field. He's like, I got Buck Walter out there. Everyone likes him, so I'll give it to him. Oh, Buck Walter gives it right back. San Nicolas going to keep it going outside, but you know, Goto's putting some pressure on. And this one's going over everybody's head. Nakamine is going to be running for it. Great pass by Dev. By Lubau. Now it's to Yobe, back to Lubau. Lubau's got to get off his feet pretty quick. Back to Pablo. He's going to wind up, and boy, Glasscock was right on him. Well, Tobes is going to have a chance here. Getting bumped by Pablo. He just got the better of it. Let's see what happens. It's going across. Nobody was there. And if Navajas Yeah, but now it's going to be out.
All right.
That was good hustle play by Marianas, but
Yeah.
was not to be. If somebody would have been up there a little bit closer, NMI would have had an opportunity.
CNMI is trying to lock him in here.
All right, well, that looked like a little chicken wing, but they didn't see that one. Pablo's got the ball. Glasscock giving chase. Lubau's got it. He's going to dish it back to Pablo. Pablo looking around. He sees Bacani. Bacani's making a nice move to Tovez. Tovez going to back over to Lubau and probably kick it back outside to Suzuki. Shimizu, no. He's going to keep it himself. Sunjun, the striker, all the way
back
in the back. And he's sending one to Navaez. Not a good touch on that one. He's still trying to get control of it. Be smart to dish it back, and he does. And Guam getting it back, a little back and forth play in the middle there, a little diving kick by Buckwalter. And it's going to go out again.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty ball that Sunjun flipped into the middle, but it forced the Guam player to play it out of bounds and give the NMI a throw-in over there in the corner. See if they can make something of this. I don't know if they have any corner or any throw-in plays like the old NMI team used to. We used to have some crazy throw-in guys that could throw it all the way into the box there.
Well, don't have crazy throws for these guys right now. Oh, good hustle play by Harmon. The ball looked like it was going out of bounds, but he ended up saving it and getting a turnover. A little change of possession. And Bischoff's going to run for the ball. Oh, Tovez coming in and making some smart plays. But Bischoff is charging. He loses his shin guard. Nakamine picks it up, gives it to him, and now the ball is moving up as Bacani's going. Gets it to Sunjun. Sunjun getting called by his captain. His captain finally gets it back. Sunjun gets it. He's going to dish it back to Pablo. Glasscock there. Lubau. Some good passing and a smart switch by Sunjun to get it over to Shimizu, who's now working it up there to Akira, who's going to send a long ball. Probably going to go harmless to the keeper. No. Sunjun. Oh, Sunjun just double-handed Paul in the back. The ref might not have seen it, but if you watch the replay, folks, after he kicked the ball out of bounds and he got his balance, he just put a two-arm push. Watch right there. Oh, the camera.
Missed it on the camera.
You're gonna miss it on the camera angle over here. Maybe we'll see the highlights later, folks. If you see it, if you're here at the stadium, you would have seen it. Yep. But that was a two-handed shove, and that was not sportsmanlike at all. And he wants to score, but it seemed like it was needless. A needless foul. That could have easily been yelled at. Here's Sanjay. Oh, kicking it out to nobody. He's looking for a call. There's no call.
I don't know why Gotu stopped there.
He's just standing in the box asking for a call. He's not hustling.
All right, so on that earlier Sunjun shot, Dev Bacani actually is the one that helped make that happen. He got tangled up with the last defender there, and that guy couldn't step to Sunjun as he was about to take that shot. That was good work by Dev there. That second one, I don't know, Sunjun got the ball right outside the box and couldn't finish it, tried to flip it off to Gotu, but Gotu just stopped and put his hands up asking for a call instead of running it down.
Well, you could send him to DC because he was lobbying hard for a call afterwards. The ball is back in now. Guam's got it on the sideline. The captain gets it over across the middle. NMI, ball going over our heads, and it's getting all the way back. Looks like it's going to go all the way back to Tovez, and that was a smart play as Guam was threatening and CNMI was backpedaling. They're going to kick it all the way out to the left side to Pablo. Bacani is way wide open. Now he's got the ball. Nakamine giving chase. He's trying to direct traffic, but nothing's happening. Great 1-2 passing. And Bacani just dances through some experienced players right there. Looking good while he does it.
Almost got a meg on his stat sheet, but he didn't pass it to anyone on his team, so it doesn't count.
All right, well, Guam keeper is moving it all the way to Buckwalter on the back line. He looks like he's got to go up. No, he's got to go up the middle. The captain, Lubau, challenging hard on the captain. And Goto's going in there, but a big slide tackle by Buckwalter, and Goto is down. It looked clean.
Yeah, I think that was probably a clean tackle, but just the way the angle Goto was running, I think when he ran into Buckwalter standing there, it kind of hurt a little bit. Buckwalter's a little bit bigger than Goto.
I think you are correct on that one. We got the trainer running out there to give him a check. And this will factor in later with our added time at the end of the half. We'll see how much time we end up getting. At the second half, we had 7 minutes of added play.
Something of note here, Brad, the NMI was quick to go get a water break on this little timeout that's happening from the injury. GUAM is slowly had a few people go snag some water, but NMI looked like they really needed that cool down, needed to regroup a little bit. Hopefully Mita can get some good words of wisdom into those guys while they're over there, help calm them down and see what else they can do out there.
Well, it's so early. You hope that he's not injured. You don't want to get a sub this early, and you definitely just don't want him to be dinged up, nicked up this early. But the NMI does have plenty of players to choose from on the sideline. Of course, Baby Jack hasn't been in there, and he would definitely make an impact if he's placed on top.
Yep. And Baby Jack got to play last on Thursday, and he had a few opportunities. You could tell maybe why he was the second string forward, though. He was off a few times. I mean, not offsides, but just touch was off, or his run was off a bit. Looked like he needed a little more PT to get into the swing of things. Hopefully, Goto's all right, though.
Yeah, he's up and moving. The fans are clapping. And hopefully he is good to go. They don't have anybody standing up there to get ready for a sub. And I don't see anybody warming up on the NMI side, so they're going to go as is. They're going to go with Goto. All right, well, you see out there on the side, NMI throwing it in, immediately headed by GUAM captain Cunliffe, and game on. A little sloppy right now. This is a good opportunity to showcase why Toves is so active in the game, because if he would have been back in the crease, Nakamine would have definitely had some. Bakani sent a nice ball over to Sunjun again. He's making some great plays. That one's going to be high and outside. That was into the parking lot.
Yeah. That was not a great shot by Sunjun, but that was an interesting defensive strategy by GUAM. They had 3 or 4 guys in the middle there and pulled off the pressure on Sunjun to let him turn about 25 yards out.
All right, well, Buck Walter had the ball, and now to Sablon. They're blowing the whistle. They're like, hey, I didn't tell you it's okay.
Yeah,
Gonna start all over.
Davey's saying the ball wasn't stationary on the goal kick there. Kind of nitpicky, but trying to make sure everybody's following the rules.
Well, if you keep them to it early, it'll save you when you need it later. All right, Bakani out there in front of Nakamine to get that ball. Yobe gets it. He's going to dish it back to Pablo, who's going to run back for it with his nifty pink cleats. Over to Lubao, back to Pablo. Pablo's surveying, back to Lubao. Lubao taking a look too. He's going to chat up. Now Shimizu gives him a little, Suzuki gave him a little bit of a run. And now Sungjun's got the ball, and he's going to send a great through ball to Goto. He's got it with the one. No, they're going to sell. Well, I would like to see the replay on that.
That was
tend to disagree. Here it is right here. And it looks, no, he was not offsides. We watched the replay.
I mean, so we also have a bad camera angle, but it was close. I will say that. From our angle, it definitely looked onsides. But, that AR down there might have a better angle. Who knows? It was close.
I would think he has a better angle. All right, but Bischoff's got the ball, but Yobe crashes right in there. Try and get that ball, and now the Baez with the look. He's looking to serve it up, and he does. Sunjun is there. It was executed well. There's Goto. Oh, just a bad launch. Didn't bring it down well. Baez heads it back into the box. GUAM and Harmon now all the way in the back, and the Baez is going to kick it out of bounds. And GUAM's going to have to throw it in. That was spectacular.
Yeah, that was some exciting play there.
Well, what a different start to the game this time around from the other night. I mean, GUAM was just smothering the NMI to start last game, but it looks like the NMI is it's playing pretty even. I think they're picking up where they left off in the second half of last game. But Bischoff coming up to Nakamine with a great touch. He looks like, all ball. And Yobe's got it. He plays inside, he gets it outside. Now Nevaez has the ball, and they're moving. Sunjun not able to get that one because it was broken up by some great defense by GUAM. Lubau's going to get it, send it back to Pablo, and the NMI going to reset. Glasscock forcing, but nothing happening. He's going to get back over to Toves there, who's going to send it all the way back across to Shimizu.
Yeah, on that great tackle, Dev just picked up and headed straight forward. They should have sent him on a great through ball. He was wide open on the backside.
Playing some boom ball here to Goto. He's gets it over to Sunju. Gets around Buckwalter, but he gets swarmed by a bunch of Guam footballers. And Harmon's going to touch the ball, and it's going to get picked up again. No, it's just going to keep going through. Nobody did it. Glasscock's out. He's Takamine. Takamine unable to make a great touch. Bacani gets it. They get it right back to him. Should have let it back to him on that one, but they picked it up.
A little better communication from NMI.
Ooh, that was a dangerous pass by Pablo. He got lucky.
Wrong-footed and everything.
Well, and geez, they're giving Glasscock plenty of opportunities here, and if they keep flirting with that, they're gonna come back to sing it. Marianas with that speed. Who's with them? He's got Tovez. Oh, but not enough. They get it to Sunju, trying to get a touch over to Tovez. Back over here, will Yobe get it? They're sprinting for it at the corner. Looks like they're just gonna body and it's gonna go out of bounds and be a goal kick.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of that Guam pressure in the first 5 minutes of this game, but since then, I think it's been even or a little bit of the edge to the NMI.
Well, it looks like that. I mean, they used everything they had in that first 30 minutes and they walloped us. And now this is a little bit more, maybe it's more exciting playing under the lights. Maybe you're a little more fresh playing at night when it's a little bit cooler. But right now, again, it is cooling down a little bit. We got the sun slipped behind some clouds. And we got a nice little breeze coming in off the ocean on the south side here, and it's great. Well, Sablon's got the ball. NMI giving chase. Yobe intercepts across in the middle. He's looking around for someone to give it to. He's got Bacani, but no, he's not. Suzuki gets it on the foot of the captain. Captain's going to give it a ride out to Harmon, the dangerous outside backer. Making some touches. Going to send it to the middle, and the only one in the middle is NMI captain Yobe. He's going to send it over here to Tovez. Nobody giving him a run, but Goto looks like he wants to. But they're going to send it back and reset. Yobe's going to leave that one alone. It's going to go to Pablo, to Lubao, back to Pablo. Pablo's looking Shimizu's way, and he's going that way. Glasscock was giving chase. And now Tovez has an opportunity going around Sablon with that fancy footwork. Is he going to send a through ball? No. Buckwalter was there with the leg of justice to break that up. And Makani, a great play to deny the captain an opportunity. Sunju with the ball now. What's he going to do with it? He's going to send it across the Nevaez, but it's headed by Chargolov. It's headed by Paul, headed by Bischoff, and body. Big collision.
Here there was a little bit early on the player before he got that ball. I think if he had timed that a little better, he could have gotten both.
I don't see him as a guy who normally wins those kind of battles. He came in a little heavy, and playing against Harmon, I didn't think he was going to have the weight to do that. All right, well, that's going to go out of bounds. Change of possession. NMI going to get the throw. Akira's got it now. Looking around. And here it comes and launches it up again. It looks like little contact from behind, and it is going to be Guam's throw. All right, and it's going back to Buckwalter, who's probably going to look at Sablon. He it is. And he's looking at Paul, but Tovez is running in, giving Paul some pressure, but Paul makes those great first steps. And Sunju now taking over possession, and Suzuki helped him out there. Glasscock couldn't hang on to it. Yobe's battling for it. And Suzuki's there again. And now the captain's got the ball, and he's seeing Harmon on the outside. Akira giving chase. Nakamine unmarked in the middle. Glasscock over here, unmarked. Bischoff coming in the middle. He's got it. Gets a Nakamine for a nice one touch, and then it's going to go out. Smart defense just to get them to reset. What are you thinking, Trey?
I'm thinking right now the NMI is trying to play a little too self-sufficient up top. Got to get some more 1-2s involved there.
Well, the excitement certainly abated quite a bit. Oh, there's pressure right there. Glasscock, I tell you, he's getting pressure, and the NMI's looks like a little lax. But Sunju now, again, your striker all the way in the back, working it back to the keeper. Does that just make you a floating player while you're out there?
I guess. It's interesting, and he's not pulling out of that spot. He's basically playing a sweeper right now. Nice ball.
Goto's got it now. He gets it back. This is a great shot. No, he's going to try and get a little closer. He uses his left, and he crosses it for nobody, because nobody is waiting for him.
Arviz got to make a little slower run there, but still, that would have been a tough ball.
Well, you see Sunju now walking up there. You think he's just gassed out already?
I don't know. I mean, that's kind of what I was talking about. He's trying to take a lot of folks on up top by himself, which is, he has the skills to do that sort of stuff. But early in a hot game, you want to do a lot of 1-2s. Don't tire your legs out trying to beat people one-on-one.
Yeah, the ball all the way back to the keeper now. San Nicolas going to kick it out to the side to Paul. And Tobin is going to win the ball. And he's going to get over to Sunju with a shot. And that's a goal for the Marianas! Wow! Their first goal in these 2 matches with GUAM. And they got up 1-0.
Nice work there by Tobas, really putting that pressure on the outside back there. And then once he picked up the ball, just slotting it to Sunjun, he finished it.
It was excellent. So he's halfway to his goal from what he told you.
Yeah, I mean, he told us he was going to score 2 goals, and he's got 1 already. And we're pretty early in this game.
Yeah, we're about 28 minutes in now. So still got a good 17 minutes left in the first half. The crowd going wild. After seeing the home team go down 1-0, it's refreshing to see them with the lead. The volunteers, the fans, the parents, the friends, the families, they are going nuts out here. And the drummer is coming alive across the field again. Speaking of coming across the field, Buckwalter gets it across the field to Sablon. Sablon's going to work it back to Buckwalter. And he's going to juke inside a little bit, take it nice and easy to Sablon, who's going to pop it up to Nakamine, who's getting immediate pressure by Dev Vakani. And so far, that matchup is paying up. And if you look at Suzuki, by the way, you can see his left eye is all taped up. Maybe he ended up dinging himself up a little bit. Doma's just giving Suzuki a little bit of the business, and he was looking at the ref saying, hey, what are you doing? The ref says, nothing. I'm just peachy.
He is.
All right, Navaez going to get the throw, or is he going to wait for his fullbacks to get there? That's the smarter move, and that's what he's going to do. Wait for Akira to work up.
Let the back take it.
Yep. So Akira taking his time. Now NMI can play that little long game. Oh, and headed out by Harmon. I mean, this is the U23 team. These are not exactly like old guys that are going to gas out, right? So they still got it. You got to manage your energy levels while you're out there.
I think a lot of the problem with the younger guys is not the ability to go longer. It's the commitment and the patience to have that conditioning, right? You know, that's something that doesn't happen today. It happened 6 months ago, is when you really keep it up to see if you can make it to 90 minutes on a hot day in the middle of the summer.
Well, that's going to be a GUAM throw deep. Chargolov gets it into Suzuki, who's going to get it up to the captain. Captain, oh, geez, that nice leap by Lubov. Bischoff over there getting it over back to the captain, but no, Pablo going to step in front of that. And they're going to send it all the way back to the keeper, San Nicolas. He's going to roll it out there to Sablon. Going to look out to the side. He's like, hey, what about Buckwalter? He's my buddy. So he passes it over to him. They got Chargolov outside, but no, he's giving it to Bischoff. Nice one-touch over to Suzuki with some nifty bodying there. The captain gets it and sends it across the middle to nobody. NMI gets it and sends it back to Bischoff, directing Harmon to go, and Harmon is going. NMI Shimizu with a nice stop on that one and jogging it back out, gets it to Navaez. Navaez sends it all the way back to Akira, who's going to send it back to the keeper. And Toba is just happy just to hang out back there with no pressure. And Pablo's got the ball.
NMI can dictate the pace of this game now, but they definitely shouldn't be sitting back and holding on to this lead like it's all they need. GUAM's going to keep fighting hard.
Well, their striker just keeps threatening by running at people from behind. He's got an opportunity. Nice opportunity for GUAM here. Nakamine, he's going to line that one up, and it's going to be up and over. But you see that calm, composed play by those guys in traffic. And you know, when you see that, you know that Guam's got the ability to just put one in that kind of a situation.
Oh yeah, I think Guam's still the more experienced team. They definitely have the most experienced player. He's a good 10 years older than anybody on the NMI team. And he's been to some pretty intense games. They've been down before. I don't expect them to give up or to give anything less than 100%.
All right, well, that's a 100% boot there from Tevez, making over the midfield stripe with
nice
Nevaez.
touch.
Wow. Did that end up going off of Harmon?
Touched it right off Harmon. Not sure if he meant to do that, but it looked pretty from here.
Oh, Suzuki crashing in hard in Lubao, and him trying to do a little Greco-Roman action there at midfield, but the call's going to go Guam's way.
Yep. Lubao's a feisty player out there for sure.
The fans settled down a little bit now too. Here we got about 33 minutes in so far. Here's Buck Walter sending it, great boot to the middle. And it's bouncing around the middle. Bischoff's going to head it over to the captain. The captain's going to get it in traffic again. Fields it out to Suzuki. He's going to look to get it back. Oh, and he got immediately assaulted.
Yeah.
And all right, it's going out to Yobe. Yobe's going to dish it back to Pablo. Pablo's going to take a look around, but nobody's coming his way. Gets it to Lubao just so he can get it back again. But the captain's there, and the captain's not messing around. And you don't want to mess around with these hospital balls with guys that are this talented.
Yeah. And
All right.
experience, right? Like that's where the experience of knowing the angle comes in on those little silly balls in the backfield. They were able to get out of it all right, though.
Well, Tevez making some nifty plays, some great footwork. Paul trying the body, and it doesn't work. And now he's got a great opportunity. He's going to send it across to Goto with a great move. Wow. With his left coming across his body. What a great opportunity. The NMI, I'll tell you, Guam looks cool and composed, but NMI looks a little exciting.
Yeah. The one thing I'm noticing is Tevez is kind of abusing Paul over here. He's won those last 2 or 3 balls he's gone in with him, and it looked easy for Tevez, honestly.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you. Maybe it's because it looks like he's wearing pants. He's got those full-on spandex, full body suit thing going on there. All right, coming back out there to Bacani, who's going to take it on the left side. It looks like he's going to send it over with his left to Goto, but it curls a little bit more than he probably wanted it to, and it's going to be NMI ball as Guam sends it out of bounds.
Yeah, a couple of NMI's true strikers got those pants on. Sunjun and Tevez.
I'm just trying to see the... No, just this one.
This one.
Okay, NMI throws it in. It's going to be over there, fielded by Yobe, and it looks like Pablo's going to get it, save it, send it up there. Paul gets a head on it, Sublime gets a foot on it, and here's Yobe. What's he going to do with it? What is the call here?
What had happened, Brad, was, I don't know.
I have no idea what's going on.
I'm guessing they're saying Yobe hit it with his hand. It's the only thing I could fathom in that space where no one was near him. Yeah, they put it down right kind of where Yobe was standing. Oh, no, maybe a little further back. Who knows?
Well, either way, we're back on, and Buck Walter's got the ball. And he gets it out there to Chargaleff, who feeds it up to Harmon. Harmon, see what he can do with it. He's going to take a touch, send it over to Suzuki, who's going to send it over to Sublime, and he's probably going to come to Paul, and yes, he does. Paul gets the ball, and Tevez is here. He's like, hey, remember me, buddy? Dev gets the ball as it does not go to Nakamine. And Nakamine with a nice move right there to secure it. Nice move by Bacani. And then Sunjun getting just abusing Suzuki. Sending it to Nevaez across the field. Can he catch it? Yes, he can. He's got speed. Nevaez, the question is, does he have a left? No, that's going to be a corner, though, for the NMI. Great vision by Sunjun on that one to see his guy.
That was a nice ball. It just stopped right there on the line for Nevaez to get that ball.
You want to try it a third time?
No, I'm going to just give up. I'm going to start calling him Ariel from this point on.
Nevaez. That's the way I read it.
Narvaez? What's that R doing there?
It's the silent R.
Silent R. Okay.
Narvaez. Let's go with that.
Narvaez. That sounds good. Let's use that for.
We don't want to call him Ariel. I mean, that's his name.
Yeah. But he just wants to be a part of my world, right?
All right. Well, why not take a gallon of water there in the corner before you do your free kick, says Tevez. Here comes the boot. That's a great cross. And
too great, or did referee
it's coming
blow
back.
that dead first?
I didn't see what happened with Lubau.
Lubau fell down, but I'm going to say that Cunliffe had something to do with it.
And why is he yelling at the AR? I just watched the replay, and it didn't look like anything.
No, I think Lubau actually fell down on purpose, but I think he was kind of mouthing with Cunliffe. I've played against both of those players, and I'm going to tell you a secret that Cunliffe's going to win that battle 9 times out of 10.
Well, it's working. So the ref, the peachy ref, calls over both captains, says, hey guys, let's settle your boys down and let's play. Let's see what happens away from the ball. Here comes the service from Tovez. Great placement. Just going to go over everybody's head. Going to go harmlessly out of bounds.
A little bit too far. Both of those from Tovez were maybe 5 feet, a little too deep.
It's the pants.
It is the pants. But, I mean, sending them too deep is a nice problem to have. You can take a little off that.
All right. Well, the captain getting it to Nakamine. Moving around. Nice pass to Glasscock here. Is he going to send him? No, he's going to drop it back to his captain, who's looking around. He sends it all the way into the middle to Sablon. Sablon's going to take a look at Buckwalter, send it his way. Buckwalter gets it out to Chargaloff. Chargaloff takes a touch. And Tovez just being a menace out there, taking the ball back, but gets to Yobe. But this is where they start getting sloppy here at the back. And if you're going to turn that back outside, that's the only way to do it. Gets it to Yobe. Yobe moving. He's, ooh, jeez. Puts the ball right in front of Guam's captain. And we send it back to his captain. A little too nifty stuff, but composed. Back to Pablo. Pablo's going to get it out to Sunjun, who's back on
defense.
Covering again. I'm not sure how that's going to work out. Does he come back just to take a break? I'm not sure. But either way, it's going to go all the way back to the keeper. And you got the captain giving chase on here, and Tovez has no one to give it to.
He's nowhere to get found. He didn't get. Oh, yeah. Dev's got to get back a little earlier than that. He was kind of pushing forward, which I was guessing maybe that's why Sunjun was in the back, because Dev was up top there for a second. But Dev's got to get back on this far side.
Well, they're just playing too relaxed when it gets back to their back line, and Guam's seeing it, and the experience of those guys is taking advantage. Bishop now in the middle, going to give a little touch. And it's going to give it a run.
Cunliffe was taking a nap down there off sides, but he knew not to go for it.
You can hear Cunliffe. He's got a distinctive high-pitched voice out there.
Yeah, you can hear him throughout the field.
All right. Pablo's going to get the ball out to Shimizu. Shimizu's just taking his time, going to send it back over to Lubau. Lubau's got it again, sending it to Pablo. Pablo getting some pressure from the captain. And Tovez now with an opportunity. If he keeps it in, and he does. What's he going to do with Paul here? He's going to go around, but Paul's going to win that battle and get it out of bounds, and that's going to be a throw for the NMI. Or is it a throw?
Corner. It should be a corner. It went out the back.
Yep, there it is.
On there.
It is a corner. Sunjun's marking it's a throw.
Oh, Paul doesn't think it's a corner, but I think Davey's pointing corner there. Go to over there.
Yeah, he is absolutely pointing corner, and now everyone's going to have to get set up.
Interesting, on the other side, they had Tovez taking those corners, but they switched it up to go to here on the left side.
Oh, now there's a little tumble for nothing on Bischoff. He just kind of fell down. And now they're just a little gamesmanship out there. Lubau is in the heat of it. He's being surrounded by a whole bunch of taller guys. I would definitely want to be in there. Glasscock is giving him the business. It's kind of funny. It is kind of funny to see it happening. All right, now Sunjun just totally gets taken down in the box. They get wrapped up, but he does get taken down. Their arms were around his waist when it happened. But it is definitely ticky-tacky in there.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. I kind of watched that replay there. It sort of looked like Sunjun maybe ran into them and then just fell down, but he could have gotten pulled. It was tough to see in there.
Here's another corner for the NMI. Tova is going to send it again long. And Shimizu gets it, heads it out of bounds. He was the only one there.
Yep, he was open, and that's kind of that spot where Tova has been playing it, out the back side of the box there, and Shimizu kind of picked up on that, got in there in the right spot, just didn't head it home.
Well, the ball is back in, and Buck Walter's got the ball. He's got it, gets it over to Sablon. Sablon looking around, he's not going to get it to Paul. He's going to try to get it to Nakamine, and it's a lot of real estate for that ball to cross. Yove take a look around. He sees Goto.
Nice
he gets it in the middle. Oh, but Buck Walter gets in there and breaks that up, takes possession of it. He's going to get past. He's going to get it to Paul. Paul's going to 1-2 him.
Buck Walter
Here
down
goes
the
Buck
line.
Walter on the move right now. Gets it over to Nakamine. This is an impressive run by Guam. Going to run all the way down. Nakamine battling a couple of NMI guys, and it's going to go off for Lubao and go out for a corner kick for Guam.
Look for some more extracurricular activity play on this corner on the opposite end, Brad.
Well, there's only a couple of minutes left here in the first half, and I wonder how bad the CNMI is going to want it, because Guam, this is an opportunity for them to tie it up before they go into the break.
Yeah, this last couple of minutes is always a tough spot. If you're not focused, right? You got to get your mind right. Here goes.
Oh, the great hand of Tobes. Merrick Tobes in the place to be. 43.5 minutes in. Sends it all the way out to midfield. Fielded by Suzuki. Suzuki gonna attack it back, get it to Harmon. Harmon, who's in the middle right now, a little out of position. Getting it back to Chargolev. Gotta get it back to Buck Walter. Sees Sablon, sends it back over to him. Paul's coming over here to chalk his heels and calls for the ball. He gets it. Tobes is coming at him, so he's gonna send it back to Sablon. Sablon looking around, gonna send it over to Buck Walter, and Goto's gonna jog in there to give him a little pressure. Buck Walter with a great send, but broken up by Akira, and Yobe is there. Bischoff and Yobe.
That was a straight unlevel late tackle there.
Yes. It's not looking good for either of them, but I think they're going to call Yobe on that one for sure.
Yeah, he was late enough that he was not going to get the job he was interviewing for.
Wow, Lubao's playing the role of menace out there, trying to keep the ball away from the Guam guys so they could not set up. But they weren't going to set up anyway because Yobe was still down. Anyway, but he's doing a good job of getting those Guam guys upset, that's for sure.
Sunjun's making sure that Gunliff knows where the ball should be played from.
He's like, you're not the only one with dyed hair, buddy. The two number 10s out there. Here comes the captain sending a nice ball all the way deep, and it's going to make its way to Nakamine. They're going to say it's out on the NMI, so it's going to be a corner here as we end the first half. We're going to see how much. 2 minutes of added time.
Wow.
2 minutes of added time.
NMI's got to shore up their defense, letting the shortest player on Guam possibly getting a header in the box not bode well for the level of defense.
Oh, this is sloppy stuff. You can see it here, but at least Sunjun's out here in case there is an outlet, trying to pull these guys back with him. Ball is in the middle. Bischoff is up there, but Suzuki's the one who gets it. And everybody's fighting for it. A great boot. Oh my gosh, where is he kicking it to? He got it over to the practice field as Paul.
Passing to the Women's Recreational League.
And the NMI did not need to be in a hurry.
Yeah, if I'm the NMI, I turn on the slow play here and just try and get out of this half without any dangerous things happening.
Absolutely. There's only about a minute left, so I would try to send it as much as I could. So Bakani gets it over to Sunjun. People are calling it out, but the refs don't. Great ball by Sunjun, way across the field, but no one's there. But it does a second effect of killing some clock. Again, less than a minute left here in the added time.
Cunliffe has drifted up top now. He's calling for the ball.
Well, he smells the blood in the water. He knows what's happening. These lackadaisical passes like that one right there.
How did that get through?
Yep, got to send this one. And he finds Sunjun there in the middle. Nice ball from Bakani. Oh, that one going to be a foul there on Bischoff. Nothing major, but just enough.
Yeah, he clipped Sunjun's foot a little bit. Sunjun just made no effort to stay up there, and because he knew it was already a foul, going to get called. Gives him a little extra time off the clock. Perfect play there.
All right. Well, Pablo's got some time. Does not need to rush this at all. She's surveying the field. I'd be surveying it for probably about another 15 seconds. Cunliffe creeping in further than the 10 yards, trying to be smooth about it. Great way to send that in. Goto gets a head on it, and Buckwalter gets...
Sandwiches Jira there in the box.
That's going to be the half, folks. And that's it for the first half. The NMI going to go in to the break with a 1-0 lead. Great action on both sides. Trey, what do you got?
Wow, that's a much different game than the first game in this group. Guam tried their normal coming out with a lot of pressure on the backs, and they were successful for maybe 5 or so minutes, but the NMI just kind of shrugged it off and really played hard, had a couple of great scoring opportunities throughout the half, and were able to slap one in there.
Well, it is 1-0, and it is like a tale of two games, really. Last game, Guam came out in the first half and just dominated.
Yep.
They just dominated. And then they started to gas out a little bit, fatigue a little bit, and then the NMI really started pouring it on. This time, though, NMI comes out like they came out with confidence that they didn't have at the beginning of the last game. And it is a much different game, but you know, the NMI is flirting with disaster with all these lackadaisical, easy for me to say, passes along the back line, just in front of the Guam attackers.
There have been numerous slow balls played within feet of very dangerous Guam players in the Guam attacking third, and they got to clean that up. And a lot of them weren't forced either, Brad. That's the worrying part, is that sometimes you're in that very specific situation. You got to get the ball to your guy, and you want to retain possession. You take that risk and play that dangerous ball through there. But almost every one of those that I saw, you could have cut it back and played it across the field to a wide open guy. And they just weren't making the perfect play there, and you got to clean that up if you're going to keep this lead in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know if the NMI guys just gained confidence when they were able to hang in with those guys last night. They took the strongest attack they could get, and they survived it.
Yep.
And then, but then today, Guam just is not attacking as fiercely.
Yeah, and I think that has a lot to do with it. When you play these games, you haven't played a real competitive game in months, right? I don't remember the last time they played a competitive game, but they haven't had Marianas Cup in over a year, so it's been a long time. You're not quite sure where you are in relation to the other team. You're a little nervous. There's a lot of butterflies. You don't have that confidence yet. But after one game, you kind of realize where you are, and they saw that maybe our skill level is not lower than we used to be, like Guam. It's kind of on that same page, and maybe they got that confidence that they can fight with them and just have a really solid game and get some points on the board.
Well, you know, I'm watching a game, and there just doesn't seem, not only there's no intensity, but it doesn't seem like there's like any desire for them to go in Guam right now. And I think that's that confidence that and the experience of some of those older guys who are out there, because we don't have to force it. I'm going to drift up. You guys are going to get it to me, and I'll be able to thread in there. Just give me the ball a few more times, and we'll get it. I mean, it seems like that's what's going to happen from watching the game from here. It looks like Guam's going to end up having another 2-3 good opportunities to come through the middle, because their confidence slicing through the numbers that we got defensively.
Yep, and the CNMI is playing some great defense, but just that initial offense is kind of what's looking worrying to us. Is we're winning those balls in the backfield, we're following runners through, keeping up with that stuff fairly well, but it's just once the NMI wins the ball in the back and they start playing it around, they're just making those kind of, like you said, lackadaisical passes that I think Guam's going to capitalize on at some point.
And, you know, that was the strong suit last night, save for one of the defenders. I mean, it looked like we had some sure-footed stuff and some good passing, and geez, I just don't know what it is. Maybe they're a little too confident back there.
Could be the heat for the early game. Who knows what it is, but overall, I've been really impressed with the NMI defenders. We played a lot against these kids in the men's league, and I'm really seeing them grow up out there, playing good. They're playing composed on some of those tough plays where Guam's sending the ball through. They're doing great. Just got to clean up and play with a little more purpose coming out of the back on offense.
All right, folks. Well, we've got about we've got some time before we get going, before we start off the second half. But when we do, we're going to see if they're going to make any adjustments. I can't see them making any on the NMI side. Everyone looks like they're up to the task right now.
Yep. Maybe check on Go-To, make sure he's doing all right from his little injury earlier. Sometimes you take 10, 15 minutes off and something that was fine with adrenaline kind of seizes up on you and you can't go. But overall, individually, I think all the NMI players are doing fairly well. I don't look for anybody to get an immediate sub based on skill or injury or tiredness. So I think maybe they'll start cycling folks in halfway.
I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, let you squeeze out, keep that indoors when we're throwing down, oversized jumper with our underwear out. I'm on the sound, hoodie season, back around, no more summer bounce, let you squeeze out,
Well,
keep that indoors when we're throwing down.
there's nothing evident out there that needs to be changed. Everybody's looking like they're playing a great game out there individually. Nobody's a glaring weakness out there for either team. And they're both playing pretty strong. And I think you touched on something earlier about the level of play from the NMI, and you're right. Previously, it looked like there was a totally different level between Guam and the NMI. Today, save for some of that old age and experience, they look pretty evenly matched, and it's refreshing.
Yep. No, it's nice to see. We've been trying to catch up to Guam in skill level. They had a few years ahead of us in having a football program, but NMI has really been putting in a lot of work, and it's nice to see it kind of paying off now.
Yeah, when we first played against Guam, our football club was about a year old.
Yep.
Our entire FA, and they were 30 years old. So we got a 30-year head start, and we're 17 years in now. 17 years, and we're catching up. And look at these guys. I mean, these are guys who grew up through the system. They played through all the youth stuff, making their way up into the adult level stuff on the national level. And looks like we're here. Now, we don't have all those guys that come in from off island, though.
Yep.
The guys for us.
And interesting fact about that. So in the past, when they had some of these Marianas Cups, it was so important that the NMIFA was willing to pay folks flights to come back and play in these games. This year, the NMIFA decided not to pay for anyone's flight. If you wanted to come back and participate in the game and kind of try out for the team, more than welcome to do it, and you could work out whatever you needed to with Mita about when you were going to be back and what kind of your tryout might look like or what you needed to be doing. But NMIFA didn't pay for anyone who came back. So Sunjun was back for just visiting family and doing a summer thing here, so he got to play. I think, is he the only one who came back? I think everyone else is on island.
Well, that's great. I'll tell you, when you're out there practicing about 2-3 hours a day, 6 days a week, and your spot is you're not graded based on the players that are there. If there's players off island that you're the phantoms that you have to fight against, right? So that got to make those guys work harder in practice.
And that's always a tough thing that we faced in the past is I remember we went to Nepal, right? We had some players who just showed up in Nepal, hadn't practiced with us. We've been practicing for 6 to 9 months, right? And some folks showed up. Some of them, great additions, right? You're happy to see him out there. You're like, wow, this guy's great. It's going to help our team a lot. One guy went to go get a pack of cigarettes and a 6-pack of Coke before the game, and he had to be subbed out in about 10 or 15 minutes. And it's like, that's not the kind of player we're looking for. We really probably should not have flown you out to see what you had out here, but somebody told us you were good. I think the NMI has moved away from that sort of rinky-dink level where we're not quite sure what players we have and who we need. We got enough local talent here, and we kind of have the guys that have grown up here and left and gone to college and are playing. We kind of have an idea of who they are and where they might be. And I think Mita's kind of making sure that some of those guys who are going to come back are keeping up, still playing soccer, still getting touches, right? Because take a couple years off in the States, you can get pretty big and out of shape pretty fast.
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that. Got to stay fit and trim.
Yeah. Well, the States, I was in the States for a month this summer. I think I only gained 15 pounds.
Nice.
So, Imagine if you lived there for a couple years.
Yeah, I love that Chick-fil-A, huh?
Yeah, Chick-fil-A every day.
Chicken and waffles. You hit any Waffle House?
I had Chick-fil-A and Waffle House were the two main spots. I ended up one day, I had an extra like 15, 20 minutes before I had to be at the airport, and I was like, I'm not going to the airport yet. I'm going to turn around and go to Waffle House.
Did you get like waffles with chicken in the middle? Like chicken sandwich with waffle?
You could get that. It's not. Oh. They don't actually have chicken and waffles on the menu per se. Like that's Gladys Knight's fast food joint. I forget exactly what it's called, but owned by Gladys Knight. So yeah, a lot of great food in the States. A lot of great food here in CNMI, but I guess the difference is you're always 15 minutes away from a beach or a sports field or running on beach roads. You got a lot of activities to do.
All right, well, we do have those activities, and we're going to be coming back to them here in just a little bit. We are at halftime right now. The NMI is up 1-0 over Guam. It's the Marianas Cup 2023. This is game 2 of the men's side. Guam opened up on Thursday night, August 3rd, with a 1-0 victory and gave the NMI all they could handle at the beginning, and then the NMI started coming back, and it looked really exciting. People are watching this game and seeing what's happening, and thank you to IT&E for doing that. There's a bunch of other sponsors who are out there as well. IT&E is the one who's responsible for the bandwidth that we've got, but we're also sponsored by Triple J Enterprises. In fact, they built this booth that we're in. Island Apparel, IT&E, GPPC, Tanchulin Foundation, Quality Distributors, Crown Plaza Resort, USA Fanter Corporation, Dickerson and Quinn, and Take Care Insurance.
Nice. There's a lot of good sponsors there. And yeah, I'm just happy that they were able to make this all happen. And I love this booth that we're in. It's great. We got a lot of great sturdy stuff here. We had a few of our camera folks were a little scared when they came up here, but it's really solid. It's got a great view, and it's a solid building. I mean, we just leave this here forever, so we can always broadcast these games. It's great.
That would be awesome. I'd love to do this for like men's league games and maybe the finals. Excuse me. Well, it looks like we're ready to get back underway. The refs are blowing their whistle. You have successfully hung on with us for 15 minutes throughout halftime. I like that one camera angle over there. What do you think that one was? Now we're good. Now we got like the live feed.
Yeah.
That's the late feed though. We just had like that random shot of the drummer going in.
The corner drummer. Yep, that was good. But we got some great camera angles. Man, the camera work, I want to thank all the kids out there running the cameras. You guys are doing a great job, getting some great shots.
Well, we just saw one of the substitutes that's happening. Forward Bo Perez, he is coming in for Harmon.
Wow.
Yep. Did not see that one coming. But let me put that over here.
Nice.
Place it and I'll just get him in there.
Sunjun chatting up the referee, Davey, there, and trying to make sure he's always going to get the calls that he wants to get.
Well, Bo Perez. Were you up here in the first half?
Yeah, he was.
He was? Okay, good. All right, well, it looks like we're getting started here. CNMI getting ready to get this party started up 1-0. And there's at least one sub. Oh, no, Simpson's out there, too. I didn't see who he came out for. We see number 13. He's entered the game. Maybe Trey can help me out with that. Find out who's not out there. But NMI going to start with the shot on that.
Player number 16,
Wow, Nakamine is out.
Interesting.
That is massive. Nakamine, such a big part of their attack. I can't believe they pulled him out. All right, well, we're in. That's definitely going to be called a hand on Lubau. NMI trotting back. It looks like they're coming back with the same package here in the second half. No changes. But I'll tell you one thing that has changed. I can smell that barbecue in the air, and it smells amazing. All right, Sablon's getting that ball, and maybe somebody can get me some of that barbecue.
I would love that.
All right, Sablon's going to kick it over here to Buck Walter, who's going to look over here to Chargaloff, and he does. Drops it over here. Nicholas looking around. You see Suzuki gets it back to him. Going to send it over. Oh, sliding grab by Lubau. Again, he's just making all kinds of trouble in the middle. The captain giving it over here to Chargaloff. Chargaloff going to send it back to Buck Walter. Buck Walter's going to send it over to Sablon. He's got a wide open man all the way over there if he takes it. No, but it's going to be broken up by Tobes. NMI winning those balls that, Guam could be winning against us, but now Suzuki is running. Nobody's anywhere near him. He's going to get to the captain. The captain's going to make a run. He's going to send it outside to Perez, who just came into the game.
Should be fresh.
Here comes the boot. And Glasscock had a little bit of a foot on it.
Just glanced off the Glasscock.
All right, well, Tobes getting his wake-up call. Just have to be down there. Narvaez down here on the far end of the field, just below us. Tobes going to give it a ride, and Goto's going to give chase for it. Buck Walter going to field it off to him, and off his chest to the keeper. San Nicholas. He's just going to give it over to Buck Walter real quick. No pressure on him, although the NMI is pretty deep. Sunjun just going to turn it over. And that's going to come. Oh, nice header by Dev. Tobes going to lose it. Oh, that's what you call welcome to my body.
Yep. Gyro wanted to make sure Bischoff knew he was there. Got a little foul called.
I don't think of either one of those guys as being particularly thick. But
no.
In this one, that looked like Gyro's looking pretty stout going up against Bischoff.
Yeah. I think Gyro had a better angle on that attack.
Ooh. Nice little collision there, and it's starting to pick up a little physicality here. Ooh. That one did not look good for Gyro. All right, anyway, it's going out to the outside, and Perez is out there battling with Pablo. Pablo wins the positioning battle, and the ball's going to go out, and it's going to be an NMI throw from that smart play, great awareness by Pablo. Dev's looking where to go. He's going to send it to Tobes in the powder blue cleats, and he's going to battle with Paul. Paul got the better of him that time around. A ball that's not going to be won in the air by anybody. And Akira's going to just send it up, but there's nobody waiting for it. Narvaez now is going to be sprinting for it. Goes out of bounds, but he was stuck in his defensive position. Suzuki with a nice touch, maintain possession, sends it back to Sablon and pops it up to Bischoff. Going to land on the girth. And then it's going to be picked up by Pablo. Pablo doesn't want to run the whole field, so he's going to send it over to Toves. Toves gives a little head fake to Bischoff, and he's going to get a little bit of body going outside. It's going to be NMI ball. They're going to call a foul on that.
Yeah, Bishop kind of rolled Toves up a little bit there.
Yep. Nothing egregious, but it's one of those opportunities where you can lay a little extra hand on somebody and get away with it, kind of. So that's what he did. I think I may have done that before.
No, you've never done that before.
If we've got some background music, we need to turn that off, fellas. I'm getting plenty of comments saying that it's too loud. All right, so San Nicolas going to give that one a ride. And Guam with an opportunity here. Shimizu running in there in Glasgow. That was a major league. Oh, yeah, it'll be a foul for sure.
And it should be a card. Glasgow just kicked the ball away right after. Here
yeah, he is getting a card. That's going to be a yellow. Just the yellow for the fellow from Guam. Glasgow getting the yellow. They keep testing the limits of what's happening. And the referee just said, here's the line. I'm drawing it. You cannot take someone's wallet out of their pocket. Okay, give him his wallet back, and let's reset. Toves sending the ball deep. And Paul was able to get ahead on it. Lubal's got it, and to Pablo. Pablo's not going to have any breathing room because these Guam guys are all over him. Deb got it. Yes, nifty footwork again. Lubal playing tough. Deb gets the ball to Sunjun, who's got it to Yobe. Yobe, that ball's just going to be a little too long for him, and Stenson's going to get it and run in. Now the captain has it. He's got a guy streaking down the right side, but he's going to dish it over here to Stenson. But they got Glasscock across the field. Stenson with those fresh legs running up against Shimizu. That's going to go out of bounds, and that is going to be a goal kick.
Loud fans on this side too.
Yeah, the fans are giving some advice out there to the footballers. I imagine, much like a finely tuned automobile, they are well lubricated. All right, well, Toves has the ball. You see his dad just entered the fray over here. Ball's going to be fielded by Bischoff. Seems like a giant out there. And now the captain's got it. And he's getting a great through ball to Glasscock and off some opportunity. Oh, that was a golden chance.
Glasscock might be moved to a center back position and finishing like that. He had a clear opportunity to tie it up and just slotted it wide.
Wow, that was, I think, the most dangerous play so far for the Guamanians.
Yeah, NMI's got to shore that defense up if they're going to keep staying in this game. That's just luck for the NMI that Glasscock couldn't finish that.
Well, we'll take it. We had a lot of missed opportunities last game, so maybe this is turning. It's our turn to experience some of those lucky balls. All right, here's the ball from Toves. He's going to send it across the midfield stripe. It's going to go out of bounds. Who did it go off of? Did it go off of our guy or their guy? They're going to say it went off of Paul.
Yep. Hopefully the NMI keeps getting those lucky balls.
All right, well, Deb is making his way up there. He's going to throw it down the line. No, he's going to stop short. He's going to drop it quick to Toves. Toves going to get it back to Deb. Deb going to be NMI ball. Cunliffe saying, no, that's our ball. Rep said, hey, if you're not wearing peach, you don't make that call.
It's not all peachy till you got this shirt on.
He's like, yeah, but check my cleats. Thrown in by Bacani. Knocked out by Paul, and the NMI moving down the field.
One thrown at a time.
All right, thrown in again, and it's going to go out. That one's going to be Guam ball. And Paul's going to throw that in. He's looking at Suzuki. No, it's a kick.
Oh, it's a kick. Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Especially because it looked like our guy got skunked
Yeah, I
from
thought
behind.
if it was going to be a kick, it would have been our kick.
Yep. But that is a great ball. Pablo
Just shuffled
dangerous, that one.
shuffled that out of bounds, but that was a great ball by Guam.
Perez getting it into his captain, who's marked by Tovas, who just gets megged. The ball's going to go across to an unmarked Stinson, who's going to try to get it. He makes one move, gets through, and no, he's not going to be able to get through any closer than that. Tovas cuddling that ball like a newborn baby. He's going to whip that thing out there to Narvaez.
No
Narvaez going to drop it back to Akira. Akira going to send it over to Goto, but it's going to go past him and over to Buckwalter. Buckwalter is going to send it back to nowhere. It's going to drop on the ground. Coaches can't like that. You got to pull that out of the air.
There's a couple of unskilled plays in a row by both teams, just clearing it down the field.
All right, well, Yobe gets that one. Back to Akira, going back to the middle. Again, sloppy stuff. Buckwalter taking the initiative. Narvaez settles it down. Nice play.
touch.
He doesn't need any sleeves. And Sablon's going to end up getting that ball in the middle and start rushing it up again. He's going to send Perez. Perez sprinting down the field. Pablo not fast enough to catch up, but now it's stabbing. Using his arms a little bit. It's still in, but the ref called it that it went out.
That didn't look out to me from this perfect perspective I have far away, but you know, he's over there. Maybe he saw it better, but that looked like a great move by Perez down there on the touchline.
He's about literally 100 plus feet closer, maybe about 200 feet closer
A
to
little
the
bit
ball.
closer, just a little bit.
I think he has maybe a little better view. Well, we are just entering the 55th minute now as the NMI is going to send it up 1-0. And really, Guam is on the one with the initiative so far. They're looking way better in the second half to get it started. Nice sure-footed move, but then here comes Narvaez. Oh, he's going to get to the pass. And he's there with him. He gets the pass, he crosses it over the goal. Something else. He sends it. He skies it over, but Narvaez did a great job getting past Chargaloff.
That was great work by Narvaez. By him, I'm talking to Sunjun and asking him to calm down and please finish those for me. It's not a great touch there by Sunjun, but excellent work by Narvaez.
All right, well, that's not a great kick from the keeper. And now, NMI threatening again.
Nice work by Jeffrey
Yobe's
there.
getting that ball. You get send it
Their
intercepted
keeper's
by
down.
Buckwalter.
Guam keeper's down.
Something is down over there. Oh, jeez. Pablo just saved the streak. They might want to kick it out, but or take advantage of the Guam keeper being down, but no, the referee finally blows the whistle. He is down. And I don't know that it's a cramp, but it looks the way he's holding it.
I mean,
looks like it might be.
it's looking like a cramp. I mean, I don't know why else he would go down. If his leg was injured,
Maybe he pulled something when he went up for that one, because his kick was terrible.
yeah.
Right, so maybe something happened on that kick. Maybe he pulled something, and he talked to the ref signaling in for the trainer.
But, I mean, I'm just thinking about what I would do in that situation. I think I'd try and stand up so NMI doesn't see a keeper laying on the ground. Try and get the word over to my captain or my teammates to sub me out or get it out of bounds for me.
Well, he's not. He's going back down again. I think they're going to hit him with the spray.
All right, so we got Anthony Austria coming in for Brian LaBelle now. Brian was really scrapping with everybody out there. He's playing well though.
He had a heck of a first half, but he didn't have the same effect at the beginning of the second half so far.
Yep.
Well, the way their keeper is out there, I mean, do you want a guy who's been getting a lot of pressure to be out there, or do you want to sub out your keeper?
I mean, it's a tough spot to be subbing in the keeper. Keepers need a little warming up, and I know Jones is just sitting on the bench, wasn't really thinking he was coming into this game. I'm sure the plan was to have each keeper take one whole game.
Well,
But
he's
up
standing
now.
up now,
Yep.
and he's coming in the game.
All right.
They just got done putting some stuff on his legs, so now Jones is coming in for San Nicolas. He's trying to get some practice jumps in on the way. And it's unfortunate. You don't want to see anybody get hurt out here.
No, and that's, like I said, that's a tough position to sub out in the middle of the game. Not a normal scenario. So if I were the NMI, what I would do is I would start shooting as much as possible, try and see if the keeper's warmed up or not. But from a GUAM standpoint, you're down 1 goal. You don't want to give up any cheeky goals.
All right, well, NMI is going to try to give Jones a test early. Yobe is going to work it back. He sees Dev, but he's thinking better of it because Perez is there. Bishop gunning in there. And Tovez now with the ball. They're calling him offsides. The flag is up over here from the official. Don't know who was offsides on that one. I'm guessing it was Tovez.
Tough to tell, but AR's got a great angle down there to see that one.
All right, well, we'll see what happens here. Now that Paul sends it up there, it's going to go all the way back to the keeper, who's going to take it nice and easy. He doesn't even have to pick it up right away, but the captain knows that he's got to give him some pressure. And there it is. So Tovez picks it up. Now he's right in his face and following him. He's able to do that as a keeper. Or he's able to do that to the keeper? That's how that works?
I couldn't see that one, but normally you're allowed to stand in front of them, but you can't follow them if they change angles.
All right, well now an opportunity here as they're threatening. Sunjun getting in there, no, Bishop just sweeps it away. All right. NMI, that's Austria out there now. He's going to send it back. Dangerous playing for the NMI. Narvaez, nice touch. Is he going to send him? No, but Jaira gets the ball. And I believe that's Moss who's in the game. Yobe is in there, working it over to Narvaez. Narvaez going to take a tumble. Number 20. Oh, and Buckwalter's going to go down.
Oh, Leland Guerrero's in the game now for... that looks like Akira went out.
Yep, that is it. So Akira is out, and Leon Guerrero is in. All right, they send that one down to Stenson. Stenson, who fields the ball. They tap it over to Suzuki. Suzuki is getting pressure from Goto. Goto is sticking with them, and it's over to the captain, who touches it nicely to Glasscock, but Merrick's going to end up picking up that one. Glasscock, we can see what they're doing there, just getting all over those guys. Now he backs off a little bit. Merrick giving it a ride. Gonna go to Sunjun. Oh no, right in the yam bag for Paul. They're gonna call that one. What's that call?
A handball there? It looks like a ball to me. But when the balls go in that direction, I often will put my hands there to help out.
Well, it's a natural reaction. All right, well now NMI's going to get the ball. Bishop standing right there until he gets his 10 marked off from Davey. He's telling him exactly where to go. Not how to get there though. Oh, geez, Glasscock just pushing off Buckwalter. That's some teamwork right there.
Yeah.
Here comes the boot from Tovez.
Oh, geez. Bad communication by GUAM in the box.
Terrible.
And a PK was that?
It looks like we're going to have a foul.
I mean, I guess that's outside of the box because the way the AR's got his flag position. But I don't know what exactly happened there. Was it a handball or what was it?
It would be great. Oh boy, they are just furious at Buckwalter right now. They're just pushing him away. He's like, no, look, it's my turn to talk to the ref. Anyway, after Glasscock pushed him away, that was a little collision between Buckwalter and the keeper. And normally, the sure-footed, steady player back there, Buckwalter, is not getting any love from his teammates. Now, what do you do with this one, Trey?
Well, I think you try and shoot it around the wall near post, but let's see. looked like Sunjun actually just touched it first, and then Tobes snuck it in.
Well, it wasn't a toe poke for Tobes. He got that one in there. He's going to relive that moment with his buddies for a long time. A piece of NMI history here with the 2-0 lead over Guam. But Guam playing steady with their experienced players. And now Stetson with a nip around De Leon Guerrero.
Doesn't count. You hit it too far.
Yep, well, he's got it now. They're moving it back in the middle. Austria there, and Suzuki is firing on all cylinders. Everybody's slipping there in the middle. Ooh, a nice little collision there from Austria and Suzuki. Sablan's going to send it up there to Perez, but no, it's going to be broken up by Dev, who gets it back to Pablo. Pablo's going to have to get rid of it, and he does. Gets it out to Tobes. Tobes pushes it out of bounds because Dev was just a step in the other direction. Now Paul has the ball, throws it in to Suzuki for Guam, and then NMI gets it back again. Sunju gets the ball, positions himself. That is going to be a whistle every time.
Yep. And that's a veteran move by Sunjun there. He didn't have to get fouled there. He kind of orchestrated that foul. He could have just taken the ball and went on his horse, but he was worried Suzuki was going to chase him down, so he went ahead and tried to get the foul right away.
That was a great move. I love doing that move and getting that caught. Anyway, all the NMI footballers going to move up because they're going to leave it for their keeper. And you see their defender over here, the guy who's, or their striker who's the closest to him is Captain Cunliffe. And Toba's going to give it a ride. And it's going to make its way back to the keeper, Jones. Already having some action here early. Here with about 25 minutes left, and that's going to be offsides. 25 minutes left in the half, folks, and then there'll probably be some added time because we did have that injury to the keeper. And folks, again, if you're just joining us, the NMI is leading Guam 2-0. Bunch of subs happening so far. A couple of great players going out there and doing well. But unfortunately, Guam's keeper got injured, and it looked like it happened during his goal kick.
Yeah,
and
that was what he did right
recover.
before that.
All right, well, Pablo gives it a ride. Going to go all the way to Jones, but goes to the
Almost won that head, though. He's a good foot shorter than Jones. Not sure how that happened.
I wonder what that conversation was just there, right on top of the keeper. Anyway, Sablan's got to send it up to Cunliffe, but no, it's going to be broken up by Austria. Suzuki slips on the ground. Sablan picks it up, gets it to Bischoff. Austria giving chase, and he's just throwing his body at him, but there's nothing he's got that Bischoff can't handle. Bischoff not being challenged hard by Narvaez. It's got to get outside to Perez. And pick it. Perez, a great stop by the keeper.
Bischoff was not jazzed about all the contact that he received through that play. He was chirping at Davey after he got rid of the ball.
Well, when you're 6'5" and 140 pounds, you don't like to deal with a lot of contact. All right, Toba getting that ball and giving it a ride. Sunju getting up in the air. It's going to squeak its way through. The NMI guys looked like they may have been off if it did get through anyway. Nice rapid boot by Yobe. And whoa, all kinds of body movement happening around.
Yep. So Sunjun just spun Burkhalter in the back there. That was kind of a nifty looking move, but the ref saw it.
You're not going to call that one either. But now he's down after that slide. It is sloppy, and the ref's going to have to get this under control.
Yeah, Bischoff just leveled Yobe there. Not sure exactly.
Here it is right here. Well, actually, it wasn't that bad. What it was Suzuki got a hold of the jersey just after Bischoff got a hold of the jersey, and he went down pretty easy. So
it didn't look that bad when we watched the replay. In real time, for a second, I thought it was a pretty tough hit there. But Davey's over there talking to Dev, seeing if he's all right. He was down for a little bit there.
Well, they needed Dev out there to mark Nakamine in the first half, and he did, like a champ. So much so they had to pull him out and put in Perez.
Yep, the drums section is going full bore over there in the stands. All the cheers are happening. It's an exciting time in the NMI stands.
All right, Pablo's going to send it, but it's going to make it all the way back to Jones. So relatively harmless. Jones going to give it a ride. It's a great boot. Fielded by Dev. He's out there with Perez. Glasscock is out there waiting for it as well. He's going to get the ball. No, he's not. It's going to come all the way back and intercepted. And now Narvaez going to win that little battle with Stenson. And there's Delio Guerrero. Not fast enough because Stenson is there to block it out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw, but Sunjun is on the ground with what looks like a cramp.
Yep. Possibly a veteran cramp. You'll have those when you're up and you're trying to delay the game a bit. Could have a real cramp, who knows, but that's something that he might have cooked up there.
Well, it's a little bit cooler up here tonight than it was at the beginning of the game. It was a sweat box up here, but now there's a nice little breeze. Part of that is because we brought fans up here and the sun is not melting us. It was rather hot today.
Speaking of fans, NMI brought a lot of fans out here tonight. Hopefully they'll stick around for the ladies' game after this, but I'm sure they will. I think yesterday there were just as many fans at both.
Well, and there's Women's World Cup action going on right now, too. Well, there's some nice sportsmanship out there between the GUAM and the CNMI guys, handing water back and forth to whoever needs it.
Nice.
That's a nice thing to see. All right, well, Delio Guerrero's got the ball. Let's see where he's going to go with it. Safe move is up the line, and that's what he does. Ends up getting the go-to. Go-to trying to battle two guys at the same time. Did not work. Pablo's got the ball. He better do something quick, and he does. And now it's fielded by Goto. Goto with an opportunity now. They don't have numbers, but they've got a lot of real estate. And actually, it looked like Goto pulled Suzuki down with him to get the call.
That was a smart play by Goto. He made a little bit of a bad touch, realized he wasn't going to get it, latched onto Suzuki and fell down.
Yep. All right, Glasscock going to get in front of this one. Tovez. If he scores, we're going to have to call him Tuvez. Let's see if he gets that one in there. He's walking over there with his baby blue boots. Good enough for one goal. Sunju Tenorio got the first goal for the NMI in the first half. Tovez. He's giving him the call. Here comes the boot. Just sitting around in the middle waiting for anyone to take a Yobe. Skies that one. Jones is going to pick it up here. Normally he just gives it to Buckwalter on a shorty. Goto's right there to say, no, we're ready for you. We saw this. We watched the tape.
Yep.
So he's going to give a boot that's fielded by Narvaez, but not a great touch. And so Bischoff's able to get it. He already directed traffic saying, Glasscock, run down the left side, so he does. And now he's got to get past Shimizu. And Delio Guerrero's going to be there to save the bacon.
That was a great play by Shimizu. He missed that first touch, but maybe just to get his body between Glasscock and the goal there and slow him down enough for Delio Guerrero to get back in there.
Thank you. You're a lifesaver.
All right. We got Stinson down there going to throw it in. Glasscock's feeling around with Shimizu there.
I'll tell you, it looks like some of our fullbacks starting to maybe fatigue a little bit.
Yep. Oh, that's Glasscock and Delio Guerrero, actually.
Oh, geez. Sloppy play again. A lot of pushing going on. That's going to be a free kick for GUAM.
Pushing a little bit. That's kind of an unfortunate time to push down there, given a little opportunity when none existed. Here comes the veteran.
Trust Cunliffe with this. But, okay, Sunju now walking over to Mark Bischoff.
Uh-oh, Narvaez is going to get a yellow card. He stayed on the ball too long. It's too late. He's gotten it.
Well, again, it's a youth mistake.
Yep.
That's where they learn these here. Boy, these guys, these fans over here to our right are pretty feisty.
Nice. Yeah, there's step time you got to stay, and then step time you got to step back so you avoid that card and delay the game as much as possible.
Find Bishop on the field right now. See all these tall guys out there. Bischoff's unmarked right now. Nobody is on him. Yobe's close to him.
I think Yobe is the one that's thinking about him, but he's giving him a couple feet there, maybe not the right play.
Nobody's on Stinson either. Down Sunday's going to give it. All right, get it out of here. Jones playing up. Look at Goto. He's putting pressure on Jones right away. Try force a mistake. Almost got to it. Bischoff and Austria there. Austria still fighting for it. He's going to battle Bischoff all the way. Gets a little toe on him. And that's all it takes. He's got Sunju. Sunju's going to get it. And that's a man. Here comes the Tobas. Tobas with an opportunity. The two men there. And Jones gets his hands on it. The ball is still live. People are standing around. Sunju is on the ground with the cramp. And Dev's got it.
Oh, and Dev lost the ball.
Perez is streaking down the field. He's going to send it up to Cunliffe. Cunliffe doesn't get a good touch. Glasscock is there. Yobe's there on him. Austria's there. And now Dev works it back. And we're going to find out what's going on with Sunjun. He's calling for somebody.
Oh, yeah. That's actually one of the first times I've seen Cunliffe make a bad touch. He's normally pretty sure-footed there. I think it just caught him in a weird stride. He was trying to flick it on to Glasscock. It was a dangerous opportunity.
Well, Sunjun was just now signaling with a great amount of energy. He needs some help, and he's getting helped up. He does not look good. He is hobbling off with Tobes, and that's a big loss for the NMI if he's going to end up coming out of the game. Coach hasn't sent anybody up there to replace him, though.
They got almost all the substitutes down in the corner, getting a little stretched out with assistant coach Church down there. But nobody's taking off their penny and running up to the middle there. Looks like
the coach really wants to try and keep him in the game.
Yeah, we got a couple Guam players that are going to come in here in a little bit. It's like looks like we got Donovan Moss, maybe. Is that him? No, I don't think that's him. Looks like Elwell and maybe Manabusen.
Yep, well, they played quite a bit last game. All right, well, Sablon's got to get the ball over to Buckwalter. NMI is down a player right now. Only got 10 on the field as Sunjun is off. Chargalov's going to get it outside to Stenson. Stenson's going to run around De Leon Guerrero. Stenson's going to send it up to Cunliffe, but it's going to get broken up by Pablo. It's still in play.
Pablo hit it sky high.
And then it bounces back in, and they're battling for it. And De Leon Guerrero is going to head it. Shimizu's going to give it a ride down the field. And Sunjun just got some attention from the trainer. And they're going to have to put someone in because it does not look like he's in a hurry to get back in there.
Unforced error there by Sablon picking it out, and they had 3v1 in the Guam backfield.
All right, so number 4
is going out. So Suzuki's going out, and we're going to have Manabusen in for Suzuki.
Glasscock's coming out also for Elwell's coming in for him.
All right.
So one tall guy for another tall guy.
And that's Guam's last sub.
And Guam's got some numbers now moving up. But a nice boot by Shimizu. Ball's going to come all the way down to Chargalov. Goto giving chase. Bischoff's got it. He's going to dish it back off to Chargalov. Chargalov starting to walk it up. Over Shimizu's head. Elwell is there, but Tobes is going to get this one. Trying to take as much time as he can. And he does. Better move for the youngster.
Yep.
Still, NMI looking for another player on the field. Sunjun is sitting on the bench.
Oh, that's a rough ball by Merrick there. And you know, Guam's not out of this. They have 13 plus minutes left once you add stoppage time in there.
Yeah, this game is far from over. And the way these guys can play, and it looks like they've got a little bit of the initiative. The NMI still playing down a player. I don't know why the coach is not doing something about this. I mean, maybe he's just hoping against all hope that he can put Sunjun back out there. But now Bischoff unmarked in the middle of the field. Oh, Yone positioned greatly there. Bischoff getting the ball again from Austria. We got to get it out to Sablon. Sablon's got to kick it out to the captain. The captain is battling Austria, and then Yobe trips the captain, but the ball keeps going all the way outside. And then they're going to dish it back to Sublime, who's going to get it over to Buck Walter, who's going to pop it up to Bischoff, who's going to kick it out to Chargalov. Chargalov is running, gives it to Stenson. Stenson's going to bring it up the field a little bit. He's finding some room. He's making room. It looks like he's got a boot. He does not. And Buckwalter's going to get this ball because nobody is hungry enough to get it. And the NMI, again, is still down a man.
Buckwalter shoots.
And that one's going to luckily sail wide.
But did Merrick touch that? No, it's going to be a goal kick.
Tobes dove for that one. And there is someone prepping to come in for the NMI. It looks like Baby Jack. Tanapan Unsa in your scorebook. And that's it.
I want my Baby Jack, Baby Jack, Baby Jack. I want my Baby Jack, Baby
Baby Jack, Baby Jack, and
barbecue sauce.
So, Baby Jack is known as an offensive threat. You know, right now, a lot of defense is needed. Let's see if he can get out there and play some tough defense up top for him.
Yeah, 11 minutes plus whatever they end up giving for stoppage time. And that ball's going to keep rolling like Limp Bizkit.
Rolling, rolling, rolling.
What? All right, NMI throw Tobes on the outside.
I'll be loving this commentary right now. Sorry.
All right, we'll be here all week, folks.
All right, so here comes the throw in. Getting down there too, Baby Jack. He's going to try something nifty. It does not work. Nice slide tackle in there by Perez. Oh, a nice slide in off the face. Are they going to call a hand on that?
Face ball?
That was definitely a face ball. And the slide, no, it's going to be a free kick for the NMI.
All right.
And Tobes is going to take this one also. Not toe poke. The sole Guam attacker out here by the fullbacks at near midfield is Jason Cunliffe, the captain. Guamanians being walked off by the ref. They did not quite walk all those paces. The ref not doing much else about it. Now he is. He's going to deliver a card to Perez.
Perez. That's an odd decision by Perez to follow the second NMI player back to the ball. He already got walked off. It's kind of just asking for a card there. There's no way that's allowed.
Well, you know, in this, it's the second game. There's only about 10 minutes of action left. I don't think getting a yellow card is going to cost you anything. It's not going to carry over to the next.
Well, the thing it cost them right there is it cost them 10, 15 seconds that they need to get back in this game.
All right. Now Tobes is in the middle of the field. Looks like Goto's going to send this one over. And he does. It's a high ball, and it looks like it's going to be good. Shamizu's going to head that one out of bounds. So now Guam is going to want to come back in a hurry. Jones was able to go slow last game because he was able to kill time, but now he's down by 2 goals, so he had to get it to Buck Walter, who got to Sublime, who immediately threw it up there. Pablo sending it right back. Little Elvis action. A return to Sunday.
Oh, man, here comes Guam.
There's the throw. Pablo getting in there. Cleaning up that uncertainty, but it's going to go back to Shimizu. He's looking at Narvaez. No, this is not when you want to mess around. Elwell threatening the keeper. Coming back for Tobes. Tobes and Paul battling out there. Paul's going to head it out of bounds, and the NMI is going to advance again. There's a throw-in opportunity. The drums are getting more and more savage over here. And this is just the first game, folks. Stick around. We're going to be here for the women's game coming up next. All right, well, Bischoff is still in the game by this point. Last game, Bischoff was out already. And I don't think he wants to come off if they're losing.
Oh, no, he's not going to come off, I don't think.
Oh, I don't know what that is. That tape attached to it. Did he step on some toilet paper? But Stenson's got something on his boot. And it's mesmerizing.
Yeah.
All right, Bischoff with the ball at midfield. He's going to send Cunliffe. Cunliffe is going to try to win it in the air, but no, Pablo is there. And look at the action. The NMI is not giving up here. Manabusa Jr. out there playing tough. And that one's going to be centered down the field by Tobes, making a great move. All right, Jones going to kick it outside to Sublime, who's going to send it back to him. Buck Walter is not going to be the guy on this one. Jones is going to have to do something with it. Nobody's pressuring him. And now the NMI is giving him Chase, as Baby Jack is hustling out there, trying to get one of these hustle plays. Anything can happen. Hustle makes stuff happen, folks. Anyway, the ball is sent up, and Pablo wins that one in the air away from Cunliffe. And Austria again breaking up the Guam offense. Still so well. Hellwell out there, and he's still fighting for it. He's fighting with the captain. A lot of arm checking out there, but the NMI getting through. No, and now Manabusa battling.
Hooking that out of there.
Austria is battling everybody. Cunliffe, though, in danger territory, gets it over to Elwell. Elwell sending it outside to Stetson, who sends it back in to nobody, but nobody's been good. And the captain, Yobe, grabs it. Another mistake. That could have been costly for Guam, but Bischoff is there to clean it up. And now it's coming outside. Chargolov got it to Stetson. Stetson is going to send it over again. And Pablo's going to head it back out. And De Leon Guerrero is going to watch it go out. About 6 minutes left here.
Guam's going to try and make something happen off this throw-in.
And things can happen fast, guys. The transition makes everything happen. Elwell's got to have a great throw, and he's running back so he can run up and launch that sucker. Watch those lanky arms of his.
Stetson's heading in there to the back.
And it is a good throw, a little too much of a spin on it. Got to come down for Manabusa, who's going to send it outside. NMI in no hurry to get the ball, so Cunliffe is like, hey, fellas, don't worry, I got you.
Pablo's looking a little tired there. Kneeled down, hands on his head.
Trying to get some wind.
Not sure if he's in a hostage situation or what, but he's not looking great out there.
I think he got the wind knocked out of him, and he's just trying to center himself to get that stuff back in there.
It would be unfortunate if he had to come out of the game. He's been playing lights out back there for the NMI. Hopefully he's all right there. He's in a weird position to not be doing well. I don't know why he's kneeling like that, but hopefully he's okay. This is unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. I'm not used to seeing that. I mean, you put your hands above your head there for a bunch of different reasons, but for this one, it's to open your lungs up, right, so you can get the air back in there. And I think he's just tired, taking a little break, but all he's going to end up doing, I think, is costing his team a little extra time. But he's been making some great moves.
He's been the rock, the most steady player in the back, right? I think everyone else has kind of made a little iffy play here or there, but he's been just consistent back there, anchoring it.
Well, he showed me a lot these past 2 games. I did not know that he was as steady as what we have seen the last 2 games. He looks great out there, and someone that the NMI is going to be able to rely on for years if he keeps it up. All right. Oh, and Narvaez with a great move, but that was out of bounds. Okay, so Chargolov trying to direct traffic. He's like, I already got a ball, Bucky. Here's the throw in to Buckwalter. Buckwalter has it. He's getting marked pretty closely.
Rough couple touches by both. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yobe coming up and battling with Bischoff. Bischoff's going to win on that one. Going to get it out to Chargolov. Chargolov's going to move it up to Stetson. Stetson trying to get nifty, and he's going to keep it on his foot for a little extra time. He's going to send it up the middle. Pablo there, and he's just going to send it up nicely to Tobes. Tobes going to try to send Dev outside. But Paul was there to break it up. Anticipation was key on that one. And now, running up the middle, Guam looking like they have a chance here. They are threatening, but no, Narvaez is going to have to do something with it. He's just going to kick it away. And some bad touches out here from Churgo. Fancy forward by Goto. And Goto is still battling with it, and it's going to be out of bounds. It's going to be an NMI throw, and they need to not be in a hurry.
Yeah, they got to take their time. Everyone should put that ball down and give it to someone else. Wait for Narvaez to come back.
Well, he's telling everybody to reset if you can hear him down there. As we are just about to hit the 88th minute. The throw is down the field. Chargolov again in the yam-bag. And they're still battling for it. It's Manabusa, Yobe, and Goto. Goto just wrapped them up pretty good. Anyway, they're still fighting for it. There is Baby Jack. Baby Jack trying to get nifty. It's not working. Buckwalter gets it, gets some composure, and he sends it up to Pablo. Pablo gonna need to get a good move, but they're compromised. They're gonna send it back to the keeper. What's happening here? Is there gonna be a foul?
I think Dave is gonna say that Pablo came in a little late on that ball. Cunliffe's letting him know that he doesn't like whatever's happened. Mainly that they're down 2 goals to nothing.
I'm sure he's not happy about that. I remember years and years ago, we held a slim 1-0 lead against these guys, and they ended up scoring within the last 15, 20 seconds. So anything can happen late in the game, folks. Here as we're creeping toward minute number 89. 90-minute contest. NMI up 2-0. There will undoubtedly be added time. Cunliffe with the ball. He's going to pop it up there. Anything can happen, and it does. NMI battle for no. They let it hit the ground. How did they let that hit the ground in their defensive third? That's going to be a ground throw. At least they got it out. Anyway, they got the ball. Manabusa's going to leave it for Elwell. And here we've got 50 seconds left in regulation, plus whatever they have for added time. Elwell with the big throw into the box, and it's going to squeak through. And who's going to get there? Bischoff, and he's going to sky it.
But did that touch off any of my players?
Yep, they're calling it a corner.
I heard an extra touch there. Going to be another opportunity.
Well, less than 30 seconds left in regulation, waiting to find out the added time.
If
the
you're
fourth
NMI,
official has the holder there.
You got to really stop this corner. If the Guam were to score here, they'd have a real opportunity to tie it up in extra time.
Here comes Bischoff with the boot. It's going to be far. Who's waiting for it? The NMI, but it's going to roll all the way out there. And Paul is going to get the ball. Getting chased, and it's going to be out of bounds. Now we're going to find out the added time. 5 minutes of added time. 5 minutes of added time.
Wow. It's a lot of time. Not as much as the other day, but still plenty of time for Guam. They really got to make the most of their opportunities, and NMI has to make sure that they don't let down in this last 5 minutes.
Well, this is why the experience is going to pay off for Guam. I mean, they're keeping their experienced guys in there. Oh, there's a nice service from Tobes, but just out of bounds, and now it's just a turnover. And the captain touches it over to Elwell, headed by Shimizu, but picked up by Guam, and now Narvaez is going to give it a ride. And it really looks like the whole goal is just to get rid of everything. But Baby Jack is in there battling against Bucky. Bucky gets it back to Sablon. Sablon looking outside. He's going to send it out by his captain, but Dev is there. That's right, Dev stayed in the game and is still battling for the NMI. Yeah, we've got a total of 5 minutes of added time. And it couldn't go by fast enough for the NMI faithful.
Yeah, it's going to be a long 5 minutes for them, just grinding it out. Take their time doing that on the throw in here.
We'll send that one through, and Guam again getting the ball back to Sablon. Sablon's going to probably send it back to the keeper. He does send it back to Jones, and Baby Jack is running after him. He's going to send it up. Nice boot by Jones. He's going to get over Shimizu's head, and getting chased is Perez.
Shimizu managed to hit that out. It kind of snuck through everyone there.
Well, Stenson's going to throw it in, and he's going to find Manabusa, who's going to work it out to Bischoff. And Bischoff's going to fake. And now he's still dancing in there. Nobody's taking him down. He's going to try to get it out. And no, they're going to be a deep throw.
Deep throw in there.
No, is that a throw?
That was
kind of a weak call by the official down there. I think it was a weak point that said it's a corner.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a corner.
All right. It's a dangerous spot for NMI.
It is. Here comes the cross. And it's coming was there with the head of justice.
What a save by Jeff McConney there. Cunliffe unmarked, putting the header right on frame. It looked like he was surely going in.
The fans are loving it. Jeff McConney is going to be able to get whatever he wants after this game if they pull this off. Here comes the boot from Tobes. And it's going to be hit by Astor, not exactly what he wanted. The captain messing around there. It's going to be set for Baby G. He's pulled down! He's pulled down! Is there a foul? We're going to find out.
We're going to find out. He's still down. Baby Jack down. Watch this on the replay here.
He kind of ran into his leg.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call there. It does seem like the way that this conversation is going that Davey is calling the foul. But outside the box there, still dangerous spot. It's taking a lot of time. That's the one thing that CNMI is super happy about here.
Wow. All the fans are running down here because they want to see it. Holy cow. There's all these kids down here.
Wow.
With all the volunteers. You can feel the thunder and herd go by as they're getting up here by the net.
Right up on the fence line here. Man, that's excitement. I haven't seen this much excitement at any sporting event. That's pretty crazy. Jones is out there directing traffic, moving as well again. Did he just get a yellow for us? I think he put something in his pocket there. I'm not sure.
Where they're going to go with Big Jack with the boot. GUAM now. He's going to come fierce. They're going to get it to the outside. Paul's going to try to save it, and he doesn't. So there goes the score guy, number 9.
Dogpiling in center field there. What a game. Unexpected. I think even the CNMI had a chance, but I never would have guessed they could win 3-0.
3-0. So let's talk about this trade, the Marianas Cup.
So in aggregate, the CNMI wins the Marianas Cup, I think.
That would be the first time.
So I'm not sure. I haven't seen exactly how the rules of the cup were to go down, but it looks like the NMI men are in a really great spot after pulling off this 3-0 victory. In the kind of the three most dangerous players on offense each scored a goal. You had Marcus, Sunjun, and Baby Jack all slotting one in there.
Well, you could tell the fans enjoyed this game. They certainly enjoyed the results.
Yeah, crazy game. Great effort by the NMI.
Well, I don't know if they're going to do it after this game or they're going to do it after the women's game, but there will be a presentation of the Marianas Cup happening. And maybe after both games are complete.
I think it's after both games. Shaking hands now. Great effort by the GUAM guys out there. Never gave up. Still fighting at the end. They just...
Oh, look at, they're going to dump water on the coach. Well, it was a hard-fought game. They battled over the course of the past 2 days.
Yeah, those, they're over here going to get a good picture. Get everybody in there. Thank the fans. And what excellent work. Great work, guys.
We're going to get the Marianas Cup for the first time. Well done, Paul.
That's crazy.
I'm not emotional about it at all.
Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for your attendance.
Wow. Now we got some time. We have 90 minutes before the women kick off. And so they're not going to do the presentation, but I see Jerry Tan is on the field.
Oh, he's already on the field, yep. He's over there,
and that may be why it's got the later start time. Let's just find out. Just to make sure.
All right, Sunjun's over here shaking some hands with some of the fans.
Supporting this year's Marianas Football Club.
Yep, and it looks like they are walking off.
We want to keep the feed going just in case they do the presentation now. If they're going to end up waiting until after, we'll have it after the second game. But you see Guam Football Association president's out there. Jerry Cam's out there, the president for the NMIFA.
Oh boy, Trey. How many years we played this game for the CNMI? Watch it start from nothing to seeing something like this.
I know, that's just crazy. And Guam is the biggest rival of CNMI. It's the only team that we have regular games against. I think the mindset is going to change going forward, right? A lot of these kids grew up thinking, oh, Guam always wins that game. Not something that we really are capable of doing. Possibly if we work super hard, we could, tie or something. But these kids came out today, gave it their all. After losing that first game, they saw that they had the capability to stick with this Guam team, gave them a new confidence in this game today, and they were able to just pile it on.
Well, it's got to be inspirational for all the other young footballers out there to know that we can do it. We're not just going to lose. We're not just going to get pushed around. We're not just going to be that scrappy team that hangs in, that loses close games. No. It changed today.
Yeah.
What a great victory. Great victory for the NMI. Our first real taste of victory with all homegrown talent.
Yeah, the other game that the NMI won was Macau 2-1 back in the I think it was the 2014 EAFF. I have to check the date on that one, but that was an epic win. Held it out. A lot of tough plays there, but that team was a lot of off-island guys, a lot of folks who had lived in NMI for a little while but weren't really homegrown talent. We had a few kids who grew up there on that team, but this is the first time that a solid group of guys who all grew up together, all been friends ever since, and they just came out here and gave it their all and really showed what they had.
All right, well, man, there's really nothing left to say. The presentation isn't going to be happening until later tonight. We'll be here for it. Folks, we'll be back at 8:30 or just a little bit before to get started as the women see if they can repeat their success that they found 2 nights ago when they beat Guam 5-1. Well, that's it. I'll tell you. So for Trey, for JoJo, the entire team, the entire staff, I'm Brad Rosala. I'm so glad that you guys are here, and holy crap, we just won the Marianas Cup. We'll see you guys in 90 minutes. I guess we'll still look at the camera, but
Just
we're done.
keep looking at it. Just keep looking at it.
All right, guys, we'll see you in a little bit for the women's match.
Go NMI.
We're still here.
Don't fear, we're here.